What is good, good people? You are now listening to another episode of A Wicked Good Time with Danny Foxworth. I am your humble narrator, Danny Foxworth, and it's good to be back with you again. If you listened to the previous episode with my sister and I, that one was a lot of fun. And we sniffed some candles that weren't particularly up to snuff. So hopefully with these next two candles that I got, we can right the ship and get back up on our streak of success. So, man, this past week, it was hot. I mean, it was hot pretty much everywhere, but brothers down here in the low country in the Charleston area, it was brutal. I mean, highs in the like mid to upper 90s all this week. The heat index was just out of control. Last Sunday in Charleston, the heat index literally was 119 degrees. I was like, this is insane. And everybody was going through it. The ACs especially were going through it. Thankfully, Friday was the last day of these hot temperatures, and we made it to the finish line, and we're going to be rewarded the next week with high temperatures in the low to mid 80s. We made it through, y'all. So for this episode, this past Friday night, I stopped at the at-home store on Rivers Avenue in North Charleston before I went home. I was like, you know what? They got candles in here. Let me see what their candles are hitting on. So I was just making my way down the candle aisles and searching to see what descriptions and what titles for these candle labels really piqued my interest. And the two that I got here, I'm excited to smell these candles. So without further ado, we're going to get into that. So the first candle that I picked up is called Line Dried Linen. And I think of line dried linen, I think of my mama washing her clothes, and she always had a clothesline on her back patio, and she would let the clothes air dry. And every time I passed by her house, and I just smelled that ultra clean, fresh laundry smell just wafting over into the yard, it just immediately brings a smile on my face. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why I chose to get this candle, because I love candles that just instantly spark up nostalgia. So we're going to see what this candle is hitting on. So I'm gonna take the top off of this. This one is 2 wicks, and then I'm gonna give it the good old nose test and see what we got. Oh my man, this is sorcery, dog. Man, it literally smells just like Mama's laundry. This is, oh my God, this is good. At home, y'all did your thing on this one. Man, job well done. Job well done. This the extremely clean smell that I love so much. I'm just a stickler for clean candle scent smells. And this one smells exactly like the powdered laundry detergent that my mama used to use. Man, let me put this back down before I go on a tangent. A plus. Y'all knocked that one out the park. Oh my gosh. Another thing I want to talk about. I almost lost my train of thought. That candle smells so good. Getting out in nature. You got to get out in nature. Don't spend your whole weekend being mad on the internet. Go touch some grass. And I'm gonna practice what I preach. So today, which is Saturday, it's still up in the air whether I'm going to go to Santee Canal State Park here in Monk's Corner, or head back out to Francis by the Forest and out in Harleyville, which is probably about 30 minutes from here. But take in the tranquility and the serenity of the great outdoors, and just being one with nature, and just seeing the animals and the different creatures and being by water. You can't beat that. I mean, it's only like $5 to get into both of these parks. And I really like Francis by the Forest because it's so far removed from the outside element. So whenever you step into the park, you literally cannot hear any noise from the outside. You don't hear traffic. You don't hear people talking. Like, it is insane how eerily quiet it is at the Francis by the Forest. And just seeing the birds, and you'll see some otters when you're on that walkway, and you may see a snake or two, but number one, they're not poisonous. Number two, they're not intentionally bothering people. They're just out there sunbathing out in the water. So you're out of harm's way. Again, those two parks I cannot recommend highly enough. And we're going to get into the second candle. So this one is a Studio Series brand from At Home. And this one is entitled Another Round. And the notes in this one are aged bourbon, barreled oak, and glowing embers made with essential oil. So this one piqued my interest. So we're going to see what this one is hitting on. So I'm taking the top off this one. This one also 2 wicks. And give it a good old nose test. Oh my gosh, this kind of smells like it smells like smoked eggnog. This is hey man, we two for two. I like this. You know what? If I were president, I would make eggnog be on the shelves year round. I love that stuff. Man, yeah, this one gets another passing grade, another high passing grade. Man, at home, you really did your thing on this episode. I need to quit playing around and get more candles from y'all. But yeah, this one here, on a scale of one to piss my dad off, this one here is really, this was kind of low. Um, I don't know how my pops feels about eggnog, but the scent, it works for me. I don't think the scent will really pique my dad's interest as much as it would for me. Either way, we're two for two on candles with this one. So another round, our studio series from the At Home store. Man, y'all really did y'all's thing. So shout out to At Home. And lastly, just remember the stretch. Remember the stretch. We're not getting any younger, and you got to retain that fluidity in your limbs and just being able to be limber and flexible. I stretch every morning when I wake up for about 20 minutes, and then before I go to bed, I do the same exact thing. Stretch for about 20 minutes and get you a foam roller too. Foam rollers loosen up those muscles. Don't go to bed feeling tense. Invest in magnesium glycinate and vitamin D3 as well. That's been a game changer for me. That thing has greatly increased the quality of my sleep just by taking those two together though, because the magnesium needs that calcium to really get the results that you want. So stretch, take your magnesium glycinate, take your vitamin D. And also for more quality sleep, at least for me, invest in a weighted blanket too. That was an absolute game changer for me. The older we get, the more quality sleep is necessary. So magnesium glycinate, vitamin D3K2. Put those two together, get you a weighted blanket. Your sleep quality will just be astronomically better than it was. And that's going to do it for this episode of A Wicked Good Time with Danny Foxworth. Make sure you like, download, and subscribe. Tell a friend about the podcast. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find it at Danny Foxworth 843. There you can find episodes. You can find videos of every episode of this podcast, as well as my baseball podcast At the Plate with Danny Foxworth, Since We Last Spoke with Danny Foxworth, and Growing Up Low Country with Liz and Danny. And until next time, y'all be good. Keep it lit.